Hari Om, Bhagavad Gita, Chapter 9, Raja Vidya, Raja Gugya Yoga, King of Knowledge and King of Secrets, verse 24. In the last verse, Bhagwan Krishna said, Hey Arjuna, people worship other gods with great faith because of their ignorance. In fact, even if they worship other gods, they worship only me and me alone. That is important. Supreme Being is one. Whichever form or whichever in formless manner anyone worship, Supreme Being is only one. That is the importance of that verse. That is the greatest secret. Now, verse 24. Aham ghi sarva yajnanam bhokta ch prabhureva cha na tu mamapi jananti tatvena tacchavanti te. Bhagavan Krishna says in this verse, I am the enjoyer of all the yagas, sarva yajnanam bhokta cha. I am the enjoyer and I am the Prabhu, the Lord of all yagas. People who do not know this fall away. Chavantite. That is what Bhagavan is saying. Once King Yudhishthira wanted to perform a Rajasuya yoga, yaga, a greatest yaga in those times. Only a greatest king can perform that to show his supremacy. Even though Yudhishthira was not interested in it, but he was forced in a way to perform that yaga, Rajasuya yaga. This will show the superiority of the king over other kings, king of all the kings. So he accepted and made elaborate arrangements for the celebration of Rajasuya yaga. Many rishis, munis, pandits, great scholars, everybody was invited, everybody was present there. All the kings from different countries, like they celebrate nowadays G20, G7 or something. So all the leaders of the various countries were called. They were invited and they were also present. Vyasa, the greatest sage, was there. Drona was there. Kripa was there. Bhishma was there. King Dhritarashtra himself was present. He was also a king, great king. The question arose, to whom the greatest respect, the greatest honor, or the first respect to be offered? That was the question in the mind of King Yudhishthira. He was totally confused. Each one is equal to the other in the glory and fame. The rishis and munis were equal in their tapas shakti. So one small mistake, finish, they will curse. And he has to incur the curse of many of the rishis and munis. Maybe the kings also may get angry. Even today, if you see, it is a problem. You hold any marriage or any other big celebration. One of your relative will say, no, he has not been given proper respect. He will walk away. He will say, you have not offered coffee to me. Or at the time when I was entering, nobody invited me. Something like that they will say and walk away, creating some sort of discomfort or some sort of scene and then walk away. Even today it is happening in big functions. Similarly, Yudhishthira was confused. Whom should I give this greatest honor, greatest respect, first respect? So Yudhishthira approached his grandsire Bhishma. Normally, whenever you are confused in your life also, in our life, why in our life? The Shastra says you must consult the eldest man, oldest fellow in the family, because he will know everything. He may be silent, he may not be respected in the house, but he will know everything. If you ask him, pat will come the reply. So similarly, Yudhishthira went to Bhishma ji, and asked for his advice. Whom should I offer this greatest honor or respect, or the first respect to be offered? Bhishma is not only a great warrior, but he is also a jnani. So without thinking twice, or without even thinking for a minute or a second, he said, Bhagwan Krishna, go and offer the respect to Bhagwan Krishna. Who else is there who can receive such a highest honor? He is the Prabhu. He is the Lord of all yagas and yajnas. Its natural shine will outshine all the glories and shines of all the other people present here. Everyone accepted this except Sisubala. And we know the end of Sisubala. Bhagavan always gives a long rope to all the offenders before punishing anyone. Even though we are saying, oh, I am tremendously suffering, it's the slightest punishment because of compassion he is giving. But before that, he would have given a long rope to all of us before punishing, because of his motherly affection towards us. And without punishing, we will not correct ourselves. That is the point. So Bhagavan Krishna is the Lord in all the yajnas, all the yagas also. Bhagavan Krishna is the Prabhu for all the yajnas also. That is the point. He is the prime deity to whom everything should be offered. Prabhu Eva Ch is not only one, only Lord, to whom all the offerings should be made. Bhagavan Krishna at the same time says, he is the bhokta, the recipient of the offerings, or the giver of fruits of actions. That is karma baladhata. People who do not know this fall away. He says in this verse, Aham gi sarva yajnanam bhokta cha prabhureva cha natu mamapi jananti tatvena tascha vantite. Looking this verse in another angle, Bhagavan Krishna is the consciousness for this entire universe. By being the consciousness of every living being, he is the Lord of the universe, the Lord of each of our body. Without consciousness, what you can do? No action can be performed. Can you see? Let us assume you have the eyes, you have the ears, you have hands, legs, everything you have. But suppose if consciousness is not there, let us assume that. Then what is the use of your body? It has to be buried or burnt. So hence, in an individually if you see, Bhagavan Krishna is the Prabhu, he is the consciousness present in our body. He is the Prabhu. Those days, yajnas were performed seeking something from Bhagavan or from the Devata. For example, Dasaratha performed Putra Kameshti Yaga to get children. He did not. Whatever you don't have, only you will pray. Nor this is the rule of law. If you don't have health, you go and ask a richest man who is not having wealth. He will say, I have everything, sir, but not health. What is the use of this money? So you pray for me, for my health, if you are going to some temple. He will say, if you don't have money, you pray for money. If you don't have children, you pray for children. So anything you don't have, you generally pray and take action towards getting that. Even today, if there is no rain, in many parts of the country, we can say people perform Varna Japa. Health, people do Mrityuncha Homa. That is, yajna, in every yajna, action is performed for a particular result. Every day we are doing yajna, but in a different manner. The work we perform is nothing, the action which we perform is yajna. Yajnas will start in those days early in the morning and end only in the evening. At that time, prasad will be distributed after the yajna is over, maybe at 3 o'clock or 4 o'clock. We perform action from morning to evening. We go to work. Work is done for 30 days. Prasad is distributed only on the 30th day. Bhagavan Krishna says here, I am the bhokta of all the yajnas, that is all actions. He says, Aham gi sarva yajnanam bhokta cha prabhureva cha. Already in verse 18, Bhagwan Krishna declared that I am the Prabhu and Sakshi. Gadir Bharta Prabhu Sakshi Nivasa Sharanam Sukrut Prabhava Pralayasthanam Nidanam Bijam Avyayam. In verse 18 he says, Prabhu Sakshi, I am the witness. Now Bhagavan says, I am the bhokta. How can Bhagavan be a bhokta for the actions performed? He is the karma valadata. How can he be the bhokta? How? That is the question. The reason is, unless the consciousness, that is Bhagavan Krishna, is present in us, we can neither enjoy the joys of this world nor the sorrows of our life. He gives the experience of joy and sorrow by being present as consciousness. That is why we are enjoying or we are suffering. Nothing will be known to us if consciousness is not there. This is the way I look at it. In this way, being present as consciousness in us and allowing us to enjoy the joys of this world or suffer the sorrows of life, Bhagavan Krishna declares that he is the bhokta. He is the giver of experiences. If this simple fact of life is not appreciated, naturally, each one, instead of enjoying the presence of consciousness in us, suffers the pains and pangs of life. That is what this verse is saying. Verse 24 again. Aham gi sarva yajnanam bhokta cha prabhureva cha natu mam api jananti tatvena taschavanti te. Harihom sarvam krishnarpanamastu. Narayana 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 Narayana